There we go. Audio. Perfect. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the stream. Today is Friday. Hope you're set up for a lovely weekend. Is this too high? Oh, no, I think that's good. Welcome back to the stream. This is the stream where every day we're getting together and we're putting plans in place to figure out how we can make a company that's going to make us $1 million in revenue. So looking forward to that day. Still got a ways to go. We're at about, I don't know. We should maybe have a counter of where we're at. That would be kind of cool. I got to figure out this whole live stream thing and putting things on screen. I think that would be actually really cool. Let me write that down because, I think that would be really cool. Something like a running total of how many days plus, how much we made so far. Let's see, stream. So like an overlay, dollars total, days in operation. Perfect. Yeah, that would be cool. All right. So how's it going? Hope you're having a great day. So today, what we're going to talk about, I've been really busy since coming back. I've been really busy with client work. I have a whole bunch of stuff that is due. I'm going to be working all weekend. It's kind of crazy. Stuff that's going to need to get done by Monday and then also by the end of the week. So really busy with that, which is really unfortunate because it's taking a lot of time for me to actually work on the business, right? So right now I'm working in the business, I guess you can say, but I want to work on the business. Which is a good thing with the stream, which at least it gives me time to sit down and think about things, wear the old business hat and bring up some of these Word documents. And so for today, what I do want to talk about is yesterday we finalized kind of the videos that we're going to start making, and we're going to start planning. I'm going to start planning that stuff probably after this wave of stuff that I'm going to need to do for Monday. But I want to just take a look at where I want to take Pixel, or my thoughts of where I want to take Pixel as we transition from selling services to selling products. So right now, obviously we sell web design, creative services, all that kind of stuff, which is really good. I really like it. Obviously, it's a way to put food on the table, whatever, get some revenue, all that fun stuff, get some clients, get the word out there. But eventually, for me, what I'm thinking, and this might not be the case. It depends on how things go. But I'm looking towards, especially if I want to keep it more just myself and not grow like a big agency or what have you, looking towards moving towards selling products, whether that's courses, whether that's some type of software. I guess those are kind of the two only options. Yeah, courses, softwares, or maybe like a membership type thing. Those are kind of the different things that I'm thinking about. And those are, for me, the way that I'm seeing business right now is a little bit more, can be a little bit more sustainable. Because if anything ever happened where I can't design websites anymore for whatever reason, then I can't provide that service, then I don't have a job. I don't have money, right? There's no money coming in. So I don't want to be, I don't want to put all the eggs in one basket, suffice to say. Now, if Pixel ever gets to the point where we're just making money hand over fist because we have so many different clients, we end up being some kind of like a larger marketing agency, that would be cool. I don't know if that's the direction that I would want to go. I don't know if that is ideally something that I'd like to do. Like I like to be creative, but not in that kind of way. I don't think in terms of, Yeah, I don't know. So we'll see. So I doubt it, right? Which is why I'm thinking of going towards creating products. Like if Pixel is really big, bringing seven, 8 figures in revenue every single year with web design and marketing things and video production, I still feel like there's kind of a cap on that. And I feel, I don't know. At that point, I'd almost want to like build it up to sell the agency or something. I don't know. I just don't see myself doing that. It would be kind of cool, I guess, running things. running a nice agency, but I don't know. I don't see it as being my cup of tea. Okay, so anyway, so what are we going to do? I'm bringing up a bunch of stuff, pages that I worked on before. I guess what we have even yesterday. Let's get on to sharing this. This is what we had yesterday. Let me, what should I do? First things first, let me put on some music. Turn that down a little bit. So we have this here, which we talked about. The videos that we're going to start making, which we're absolutely going to be doing, and that's going to be for Pixel. That's basically one of our primary marketing avenues for Pixel. So let's go. No, we don't want to go here. We want to go to. Where do we want to go to? I think I just even threw some stuff in here. Yeah. Can we open up some of this stuff? Is it not working? Open up that. Nope. Okay. So these are video content ideas. And I did talk about, so I know I've talked about this before. I don't think I dedicated a specific like live stream to talking about it or thinking about it. So, but this is good to have this up here as a little bit of a reference. You know what? Yeah. For a second, let's just forget about what I may or may not have written in the past. Let's focus on what I have right now. So, because I already have this pretty good in my head. Okay, so ideas. Okay, well, I don't want that highlighted. Okay, ideas on how to, or just ideas on products to create / sell. Okay. So the first one is a freelance invoice quote tracker. Let's say payment quote tracker. So this is the one I actually started the stream kind of building out, and I was going to get together with somebody to build it. I haven't reached out to them because I know they've been really busy. But the person I was going to partner with, I haven't heard from them in a while. So, and it's been months, I think now. Well, it's got to be at least a month and a half since I've heard anything. So I don't know what's happening there. So I might have to either see if there's a way that I can do it completely using no code tools, or I mean that, geez, yeah, that'll be something. It could be possible, but I don't know if I trust all those tools, or find another partner or what have you. So there's that product. So I had some other ideas. Now, would those work? Okay, well, actually, let's do it like this. So that's software. And I don't know if this would be count as software. Maybe it, well, let's put it here for now. So, Webflow components. So again, these would be, if you're going to use Webflow, that you can just take these components and just cut and paste them into your own project. But a lot of people are doing really good stuff with these components things. So would it make sense to jump in there? Again, I have this tendency to think, well, someone else is doing it, so therefore, no one else can. I mean, it's not really the best attitude to have, especially if, like, think about a grocery store. Well, somebody else already sells food, so no need for me to get involved in that, right? It's not really the best mindset. But you do have to think of what's saturated and what's not saturated. So I think one thing to look at, what could we look at? I think we've done this before. We looked at the like market share, for Webflow. Like, it's just going to be increasing, right? Let's see. Webflow. Used by high traffic sites, used by many sites. Huh, interesting. Really, these are using Webflow? Interesting. Huh. This is very interesting to me. So this here is telling me that Webflow is not being used by very many sites because it's really out here onto the left. Okay, let me see if I could put this a little bit bigger. Right, so here you have Webflow. You got Squarespace, Wix, Shopify, even, and WordPress, of course, is huge. So it's not used by many sites. So there's lots of room potentially for adoption, especially if people move away from WordPress. But it's also used by high traffic websites, more than even Shopify and WordPress, which suggests to me that it has the capability to handle big projects, which means I think that there's space for it to grow. I really think that there's space for it to grow. Mm-hmm. Webflow market share. Elementor is pretty big. Dreamweaver still, eh? Interesting. Lots in the United States. Lots of them are small. This is 0.84. Yeah, it's kind of a similar number. Those 0.6 or so on the other one. I think there's a lot of room for growth. The point being, so if I'm seeing a few people that are doing components on Webflow, I think there's going to be room for other players to come in place in the future. So I think we're going to get started on that probably sooner rather than later. So that'll be something good that we can do. We can build on the live stream. I think something that would be really, really cool. And if I had to choose between the two, okay, well, let me think if there's other software. Okay. And of course, there's DataShift, which is our software for data management. Which is something that's been in limbo for, the past half decade. Yeah. So, yeah, that's a tough one. Okay, so we can move on to products. And this is potential as well too. So, because nothing's guaranteed. Okay, so web design course. Web design course. I think in the future, if I no, I was thinking something about video production potentially, but it would be really fantastic to pair something in with video production with like growing a YouTube channel. But obviously I have no experience growing a YouTube channel, so clearly I won't be teaching people how to grow a YouTube channel. That being said, if I ever get to, 1 million YouTube subscribers or what have you, which would be amazing, obviously, that could be paired in with this. But that being said, at least right now in terms of how to produce video, yeah, but for what purpose though? It's tough. Like, yeah, I don't think I'm there yet. I don't think I'm quite there yet. Obviously, if somebody who just wants to learn how to shoot videos, just wants to learn the technology behind it and kind of the basics behind it, obviously I could teach that. But I feel like there's already lots of teachers out there that would probably do a much better job than I do. So I don't think that's a good thing for me to focus on. So for the web design course, do you make it a focus on Webflow? Or is it more of a general? So it could be focus on the technology or the individual. Say like almost like a bootstrapper, right? Entrepreneur, or creative. I want to say of like somebody who's wanting to learn to make this as a career. That could be different. Could be a focus on making a site for themselves. And then there's also versus trying to start your own design agency or something like that. So can I speak to that? I mean, I've been doing freelance for on and off for 15 years now, and started this company now. And although, I guess everyone's idea of success is different. But so far to date, in terms of signed contracts, I just checked this morning. What is it? Over $90,000 in signed contracts value in the span of, since mid-September. So 9 months, maybe 8 months even. That's a lot of money. So there's some success that's been had there. But even just teaching the fundamentals about talking to clients and all that kind of stuff. Still things I'm still learning as well too, but I think I would have some value to put out there for people that are, just starting out. Again, this is not to say that this will be the first product or anything like that. I mean, this could be something that'll be 3 years down the line. So it's just putting ideas to paper right now. Okay. So there's web design course. And this thing, I want to put this in. I don't know where to put this in, but build my personal brand. membership. I always think about this. I absolutely want to do this. I think I really, and this has always felt like this is the right way to go and the right thing for me to do, is to build a personal brand. So I have all these different things in my head about what it means to be successful, what it means to live a good life, dealing with all kinds of struggles, with I don't like my health, my fitness, obviously with finances too. It's been a big struggle / learning experience, and then about, you know, where to live and the type of life that I want to have. And, you know, I've always dreamed of having a house on a lake and building my own house, and to be able to do something like that would be amazing, and to showcase that. And just getting in touch with like-minded people is always, I think, something that's really important. And being able to build kind of a community around that, I think that would be a phenomenal thing. So I think that's really, and what can come from that, I don't know just quite yet. But I mean, there's so many different things that could spawn from this. You know, if you have a community. But if I ever built, well, not if, obviously I have my membership site. I want to transition it into something with more of my personal brand to it. And then building software around that would be amazing. Around software for people to launch their own membership. And like, there's lots of things like this. It'll be a little bit different than stuff like Patreon or Buy Me a Coffee, whereas people can kind of pay you. A little bit different than what Locals does as well, which is pretty cool. So something that is on your own domain, your own website, almost like something similar to Ghost, but more. I think there's a company actually that does something very similar. What are they called? I think they're called Circle. Yeah, Circle. So something like this. This is not something that I would use, just because of the whole look and feel is completely off my vibe. But something like that, where if you want to create courses, members, even live streams, which is really kind of cool. It's all in here, in one place, all under your own brand. So that's very similar to something that I would like to build. Although, yeah, I mean, there's other things. Like, there's a lot of stuff in here. That's probably that's like too much, but yeah. But it's pretty cool though. This is pretty cool. Like, I look at this, member profiles. Yeah, I mean, you don't even get like a live stream. You can't even do courses till you get to $900 a month, which is $1,000 a year. Almost $1,200 a year. Well, if you pay monthly. Yeah, so it gets expensive pretty fast. I don't know if it needs to be this expensive. How many? Oh my goodness. And you have transaction fees. Oh my. And then you get no automations. And then you get a cap as well. Oh my goodness. My. This is, pricing schemes like this, I find they're very, they add extra complexity, and I get it, because you want to make more money, and I totally get it, and I totally appreciate that. But anyways, if I can do something different, I guess this could go into software eventually. But the idea is to learn how to build one, like build one out through probably using Webflow and MemberStack, unfortunately, and kind of figure out what works, what doesn't work, and how I would want to build things if I had my own system, my own admin backend or whatever, if I was running my site, and how I want to interact with the community. I know I could build something pretty cool. So yeah. So I think what I'm going to do, I think what makes the most sense is right now, I'm going to focus on this one. Let's highlight this in a different color than the yellow. I'm going to work on Webflow components, and we'll do that on stream. I think that'll be really fun to do. And then I can start thinking about creating a course. I don't know if it's too soon or not, because I don't have a very big audience, especially of people that, you know, that are wanting to learn how to make a website. But as I start making these videos, I think there can certainly be a case for having a course ready, you know, after I have, you know, well, it depends on how big I grow, how fast Pixel can grow on YouTube. After making these videos, you know, say I make, you know, one video a week. What are we in May? So you start June, July, August, September. So even the next 8 months, I can have 16 videos out. And if I can get some good traction on YouTube from there, and then, you know, suddenly, you know, say I have 100 subscribers and, you know, put a course out there, like, you know, how much would it fly? Like, I don't know. I have no idea. Because the only way to go is to just do it. Okay, so I think that's what we're going to focus on. So we're going to focus on, oh, right. No, and this too. Okay, no. Hopefully it's not getting too much. Okay. So membership, we already have, we might even do this one on stream too, just to have that and have it complete. We'll have to see which one's the most, that's what I'm looking for. Not the most pressing, but which one I think is going to be the most important. Yeah. So, because I build the personal brand, then start building components, and then just over time, start putting together a course. And that's going to, like when I start putting together these videos, a lot of it is going to be taking parts of the courses and just sticking little sections, you know, little chapters or whatever of the course, sections or like whatever. What's another word for it? Chapters. I'm thinking of another word for when you're taking a course. Like a module. Is that the word? Maybe. Anyways, I could take little modules of the course and put those and make those into individual videos as well too. And when you're putting together the course, you got to figure out, you know, how to do customer service, all that kind of stuff, ask questions, build a community, you know, whether it's a Discord or something on Slack or something like that. Yeah. Build our first brand. I like that. I think that's going to work. So yeah, simplify things. Simplify. And I think also the things that I put that I need to do. I want to do this. I feel like niching down into entrepreneurs. Yeah, I don't know. God, I don't know. I need to figure that out. Maybe that's going to be another one of my tasks to do sometime next week. Or maybe we'll do that on Monday. Just to kind of finally finalize the content for our website. Oh, excuse me. Yeah. So what does my time look like? So whatever I do on my live stream, we'll be doing with this. And then again, that'll help me with the content generation. I'll be able to, you know, cut those up into maybe YouTube shorts or whatever, if that's the direction that I want to go in. So I'll have the live stream. And then I think offline, I'll be creating videos. And at the same time I'm creating videos, I'm going to put together the pieces of a course. So we'll kind of slowly outline a course. And then, and all that stuff can go onto my membership site, and I could start building content for, the different themes that I'm going to be working on. And one of that theme is finances, and it's going to be the build $1 million business. Yeah. And that'll go under the membership area. That'll make sense. That all makes sense to me. I think it's coming together nicely. Yeah. Yeah. I like it. I think, is there anything else I need to consider? So let me just put some concrete steps to carry out. Update OBS to allow for vertical recording for shorts. The idea of going on TikTok. It's just, but that's where the attention is, where people are. So I want to do that. I need to finalize content for Pixel to speak directly to target niche. And I mean, we have this. Okay. Is there anything else concrete? I mean, there's all this stuff about like building the membership site and making the components. That's kind of a bigger thing. I just want to, I'm thinking about like the little steps or little things that I need to do, I need to get done so that this will all be ready. Components. I think we're okay. I think those are the two big things. Yeah, I think those are I think that's it. We'll leave that there for now. There's got to be other stuff I'm missing. I mean, there's other stuff that I have put down in my Asana and in my to-do list, which is more business things. Maybe that could be a good episode for Monday. To look at my whole organizational overview and how I use Asana to track everything. Maybe a little more in-depth overview of the tools. Tools are always cool. I love tools. Who doesn't love tools? Okay, I think we're gonna leave it at this for today. Again, gotta cut it a little bit short because I have client stuff that I need to deal with, and it's Pizza Friday, so gotta go make some pizza as well at some point. So yeah, we'll leave it here. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think. Let me know what your thoughts are. And if you're starting your own business or you're doing your own company, what is it that you're struggling with? Are you trying to think about how you want to pivot the work that you're doing? Or are you service-based and you want to go to product-based? Or are you product-based and you want to switch it and go to service-based? There's definitely lots of services out there where you can still make a lot of money. I'm not saying services are bad or that's a bad business to be in. And again, I'm totally open to the idea that Pixel could eventually become, the world's best web design studio that has ever existed. I mean, that could be a thing too. So I'm not shutting the door on any of those possibilities. But again, I'm just thinking long term, and if it's just kind of for me, and if I want to be maybe mobile and travel the world or whatever, that, if you have a product that's $1 and you have like 1 million people that want to buy that product at $1, $1 a month or whatever, low overhead, low customer service because it's $1, but you can sell it 1,000,000 times. You're making $1 billion a month or whatever. That's not bad. That's not bad. And it's, if it scales to 2 million, then you might not have to do even hardly any more work, right? So, but of course, if you're a consultant service-based business and you do $1 million in sales, if you want to do into $2 million in sales, well, you pretty much either have to like double the amount of customers you have, or you need to get better in your upselling, which is another aspect, or you need to like up your prices. So, which could cause you to lose some customers as well too. So, but that's also something that people do for sure. People start off building websites for $500, then they go to $5,000, then they go to $50,000, then they go to $500,000, right? There's all kinds of ways there's so many different ways of doing business and being successful. So anyways, what was I talking about? Just maybe asking what you're doing and what your thoughts are, and going from product to service or service to product, and what works for you. Curious to know. All right. It's Friday. Time to go make some pizza. Have yourselves a great weekend, and I'll see you next time.